What was that process of actually, getting here, and when did Oklahoma maybe come up on your radar?
So I had entered the portal, and I had gotten a call from Coach Trey. He was my old coach, you know, and they just told me that they were interested in me, and then I got in contact with them, started talking to them a little more. They offered me, asked me to come visit. I took a visit, loved it. I took a visit to some other places as well. Sat down with my family, just prayed about it, and then we made a decision.
What did you know about Oklahoma before you entered the portal? Did you know much, about the program?
I'll say I knew. I want to say I knew everything, but I knew a good amount about the program. Not as much as the people here, but about the program. But I made sure to research about the people before, making my decision, and so I could really understand like who I'm joining and like the family I'm getting into.
What were those initial conversations like with Oklahoma? Once they reached out to you, expressed interest, what do you remember about those early conversations?
Very genuine. It sounded like they really cared about, each of their players, the players' futures. That's what I remember the most.
What stood out maybe about Coach Beatonbow in those early conversations with him?
I could just tell that he was very passionate about what he does. I could tell that he has incredible amount of knowledge about offensive line, scheme, like everything. Just overall, I can just tell he's an incredible coach.
What was maybe his pitch to you, or what did he talk to you about the way maybe you fit into this offensive line group here?
He had, he told me he saw a lot of me, a lot of potential in me, but he also told me that there's a lot of things I could also work on that he feels like he can help me get better at. So that's what really helped sell me that it's not just that I'm good, but he can make me better.
What was that portal process actually like for you? Was it what you expected? Was it simple? Was it chaotic maybe? What was that process actually like?
It was a little chaotic. That first day you hit the portal, your phone is just ringing. With everybody trying to talk to you. So it was a little chaotic, but then I was able to, sit down, really try to reach out to each person and have a conversation with each coach and really understand what they're about.
Did anything help you during that process? Just trying to, you mentioned your phone's blowing up. There's a lot going on. Did anything help you get organized or settled?
I'd say my family, and God really, because I'd say after every single time I get a call, I'll call my sister, my mom, my dad, somebody. I'd let them know what just happened. We'll pray about it, and then we'll take the next steps.
Did you have an idea that, obviously there's a lot of offensive linemen who are now heading to the NFL from last year, from here. Did maybe the opportunity for playing time or a lot of new guys coming in, did that interest you at all?
I won't say that's a factor. I'd say what's more of a factor is, just the people here, like the energy here, the people here, the staff here. I feel like we have an elite staff. We have elite teammates, that want to get better. And,
Sure, you've been asked this a bunch, but your relationship with Seth Luttrell and how that played into that.
Seth Luttrell, he was my head coach whenever I was at UNT for 2 years. He's a great guy, very passionate, very much, very smart. Very in tune with the football world lingo. If that makes sense. I want to say it was the main thing that made me come here, because obviously I had to look at, there's a bunch of other factors. But I will say having him here really did help. I feel like I had somebody that I knew, somebody a little close to me, and that did help.
Was he the first one to reach out?
Yes, sir. He was one of the first people to reach out.
What's been your early impressions of Jackson Arnold at quarterback? What's been your impression of him?
That kid, he's gonna be something. That's what I think. He's fun loving, but he also knows how to work very hard. That's what I say. He works very hard. He very in tune with his teammates. Loving to his teammates. Yes, sir.
Do you have since you've been in Norman? Do you have a restaurant or a go-to spot that you've found since you've been here?
Okay, I got two. I'll say the dancing crab.
Okay.
That one, seafood boil, and then I'll say Benvenuti's. It's like an Italian restaurant. That was good too.
Do you have a go-to dish, or what do you like? I mean, what kind of Italian food do you like?
Me personally, I think my favorite Italian dish is like fettuccine alfredo.
Yeah.
Like with some shrimp.
You shrimp guy?
Yeah, shrimp. And then I'll say at the dancing crab, I'll get like half a pound of like shrimp and half a pound of sausage and some corn and potatoes or fixings and everything. And that one hit, I ain't gonna lie.
It's kind of a mix of everything, sounds like.
Yeah. I be trying to leave out the crab legs because it takes too long. I be impatient. So I just try to get, you know what I'm saying, as much as I can. Eat as much as I can, as fast as I can. Yes, sir.
You're eating all that. Now it's winter with Schmitty, though. So what has winter with Schmitty been?
You know, winter with Smitty is, you know, it's been intentional. That's what I'll say. I'll say we're very intentional with everything we do. You know, Smitty's an amazing coach, a legend in the game. I'm honestly so blessed to work with him and his staff. It's very intentional. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.